Into the Danny, August 12th, 2026, and we're here at Universal Studios. There it is, the entrance to Halloween Horror Nights 2026. We're gonna go in, we're gonna get some updates, we're gonna have some fun with the updates because there's a lot of update videos. But I figured I'd throw my hat in the update race. What else? This is not the official start to my Halloween series, my yearly Halloween and Christmas series. I am gonna start, but I have decided, quick update, to start it prior to September 1st. Some lady just crashed in her car. She's okay. She's just picking it up. So, I'm not starting it September 1st. I'm actually gonna start it in August, and I'll let you know when that starts. But either way, let's go in. We're gonna do a round. We're gonna catch some of the updates. Maybe we'll get on a attraction. Like and subscribe. Let's roll. Okay, well here we are. Here's the first update. I like this entrance. It's fun. I like the color structure. I like the color, sort of the desaturated reds and blues and purples. It's a classic Halloween Horror Night entrance. And I am gonna take the autofocus off of my camera. But either way, let's walk on in and let's see what we got. All right, I like this little purple scrim here. I like this little scary car over here. Awesome. All right, there you go. All right, so let's see. I think we always make a right towards 5 and Dime. So well, let's go to 5 and Dime because 5 and Dime has the, typically has well, obviously has the Horror Night merchandise. So let's see what we can see, guys. We're gonna have some fun with this video. We're gonna laugh a little bit, which is always good. Let's see what updates we can find. Love Universal. Universal's energy right now is just beating Disney's. It's just a fact. But let's see what we can find. Okay, yeah, wow, we got a lot of updates here. Thrills this way. So this area, if you don't know about Halloween Horror Nights, has always been a scare zone area. So look at this. Wow. Okay. Clowns, confetti. Very scary. Okay. Wow, I love this sign. That's awesome, man. Very cool. Okay, guys, so we see this. Now, this scare zone is called Sideshow of Decay. Classic Halloween Horror Night icon Cindy is resurrected. Through Dr. Oddfellow's dark sorcery, she opens up a portal in a desolate carnival junkyard to bring back decayed nightmares from Halloween Horror Nights. So that's the theme of this scare zone. Now, I gotta say, compared to other Halloween Horror Nights, they've really stepped up the scare zones. We do have a movie parade coming through now, so we're gonna have to kind of go through this real quick, and I'll show you that movie parade. It should be good because everybody's sitting here waiting for it. This is super cool. I like it. You really don't know what to do when you look at this. All kinds of different creatures. We got a vulture here. I don't know what that is. Then we got a vulture they're doing target practice on, so that's pretty spooky. Wow, I really like this. This is gonna be cool. Obviously, this is a stage for one of the scare actors. Super fun. Awesome. Guys, I do have other Halloween Horror Night update videos coming soon. Really like this. I love the cage. Cages are always scary. And it says here, step on it, big boy. All right, and we continue as we see the crowds waiting for the parade. If we come over here, we see everybody already with their Halloween Horror Night shirts. And then here we have a little game here that looks like it didn't go too well. A lot of stains here on the clothing. We don't want to touch anything, but a lot of stains here. We got a hammer. I don't know what that was for. We have a doll here that's missing its head, or the head is over here with, okay, crying green blood. All right, that's disturbing. Wow, look at this stage, man. Look at that. Look at that tall guy up there. That's spooky. It would be cool if they can have that as an animatronic that just stands up. Halloween Horror Nights. Wow, look at that. That is awesome. Double-headed swan. Don't know what that means, but it's not good. Okay, so I get it. Everything's decayed. Everything is obviously in ruins. Okay, here's another prop here. Super cool, old Decay. I like this. I like this scare zone, man. A lot of detail. I like the decayed sort of circus vibe. Oh, I like this scare zone. So far, so good. Yeah, we got the Mega Movie Parade coming in soon, so we're gonna get that. All right, Undoubtedly Dead. Oh, that's scary. Very cool. Everything looks decayed. Everything looks like it's been worn out and has seen a lot of time, so I love the theming. And here's another prop. We got an old hat, some old horns, some old clown targets. Very cool. All right, here we go. Mega Movie Parade time. Let's do it. Okay, here we got the Universal Dancers. Awesome. Awesome. All right, here we got Marty and Doc coming up. Back to the Future. Hey, Marty! Say hi to my friend Alex. He's a big fan. Nice, that's awesome, man. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna show this float and maybe one more and get back to Horror Nights, but here we got Sing. Nice. Okay guys, we're gonna get back to the Horror Night updates, but here we go, we got the Minions. The Minions coming through. Nice. Nice, Minions. All right, we are now approaching Fort Nightmares, which is located in Central Park of Universal Orlando. Based on the hit video game Fortnite, this zone drops you in to the storm where you will have to navigate through fog and fend off fearsome foes from the game of Fortnite. I like the entrance, a little underwhelming, but let's go on in. Okay, here we go, going into Fort Nightmares. Now, I will say this is not as well themed as the previous scare zone we just passed, where the movie parade is actually going through right now. That scare zone, Sideshow of Decay, really impressed me. Now, if you've been to Horror Nights 1,000 times like I have throughout the years growing up in South Florida and now living here in Orlando, you know that this has always been a traditional scare zone. A little bit underwhelming. I get why, and there we have a nice big trust with a bunch of stage lighting at the top. This area can get pretty dark during Horror Nights. It's a little bit underwhelming, you know, just not a lot of theming. Just these little wood platforms, these little makeshift wood platforms for these scare actors to stand on. But we shall see. Here you go, there's one. I'm gonna go over here for this one. There you go. This one should be pretty cool because they'll be able to stand up top here. Then they have a bunch of different sections where the scare actors can stand. So that'll be cool. Here's a back look from it. This one should be good too. Now, the good part about this area, you know, being that I've gone to Horror Nights, like I said many times, is that it gets dark. Now, I know there's lighting up there, I can see it, but still, this area is always very dark, and it'll be cool to watch people walk through here and get scared with the scare actors jumping out of here. I hung a lot of these lights when I was in the theater in FIU. Used this C-clamp right here to clamp it on. So, but these are really good quality. You can tell. Here's another look from the back of Fort Nightmares. I think, you know, look, the theming is underwhelming. I'm not gonna say it's not. But overall, I think it'll still be an effective scare zone, considering that there won't be any light. Hopefully we get some scare actor in the bushes. You know, we haven't gotten that in years past, but who knows? Do you guys want to see more lights? There you go. There's more lights. All right, we got the Halloween Horror Nights crew team member walkthrough. They look serious, ready to get you nice and scared. Okay, now we're making our way into Springfield. I have been on record saying in the past, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I would change Springfield and turn it into a Back to the Future themed land. I think it's an undervalued IP. Maybe even make it, I don't know, make it Spielberg land. You know what I mean? Spielberg was an executive producer on, he was an executive producer on Back to the Future. Make it a Spielberg land. The guy helped build the original park here, and you know, all his movies, and just make it a Spielberg land. Put a Jaws ride, put a, you know, a Back to the Future section, and an ET section. That's what I would do. Now this is awesome. We got a Hellraiser food truck. That is awesome, baby. Let's do it. Of course, here next to the Hellraiser truck, traditionally this is going to be an area for drinks. This looks like a place where you're going to be able to get your beer, your wines, your alcoholic beverages. But yeah, this is awesome. Look at this. Nice. Classic Hellraiser. Hey, look, don't get me wrong, you know, I love The Simpsons. I understand its popularity. I think it's the longest running, one of the longest running shows ever. 40 years or something like that. I get its popularity, but I mean, Spielberg defined this park. You know what I mean? He basically built this park. So I think he needs his own land. All right, I don't know what this is, but it's bloody and it's Halloween Horror Nights, so it's something. This is probably a food kiosk. Yep, that's a food kiosk for sure. Fanta, yep. All right. There you go, guys. Looks good. Very nice. There you go. That's gonna serve soda stuff, pretzels, probably stuff like that. It's bloody. Okay, as you guys know, typically here by Men in Black, we do have some at least one house here. Nothing up yet. You know, the little entrances that they put up with the sign and the wait times and all that. So there's nothing up yet of that. But if I do spot something, I will show it. Here come the Men in Black, alien attack. Here come the Men in Black. If you don't know, Steven Spielberg did executive produce Men in Black. Now, quick story before we get to the quick story before we get back to Halloween Horror Nights. Will Smith did not want to do Men in Black. Steven Spielberg sent out his helicopter to Will Smith's house, and Will Smith said that when he saw the helicopter pull up, he was now convinced all of a sudden to do Men in Black. But again, back to my idea of turning this all into Spielberg land, from Simpsons here to Men in Black. I mean, you could change this into a Back to the Future, because I do think that Back to the Future, as of right now, is much more popular than Men in Black. Turn this into a Back to the Future attraction. You turn the Simpsons attraction into, let's say, another ET attraction or a better ET attraction. Or if you want to keep the original one, which most people would want to, you could turn it into a big Jaws attraction. So, just an idea. Okay, we do have some trusses up here, some lighting up top. There it is right there. There's some lighting. This is typically where they have the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but we do have some more updates right here. This looks like another food truck. Food or drinks. That looks like beer. Yep, that's going to be alcohol. So we got beer and alcohol here. Halloween Horror Nights. Food and beverage. Edward Schmidt's Draft Wagon. There you go, guys. If you're interested in having a nice brewski, you got Edward Schmidt's Draft Wagon here. Awesome. That's going to be fun. Then over here, I'm sure this will be an entrance to a house somewhere around here. This is going to be probably more alcoholic beverages. I love this little setup here. Very simple but effective. And yeah, very nice. Okay, we're approaching another food kiosk here. Meats. Okay, that doesn't sound too appetizing, but meats. Here I'm sure they're gonna have something barbecue related. brisket, something like that, pulled pork, sandwiches, themed after Horror Nights. You can go. So there you go, guys. Coming soon. Meats. Then if you come over here, we have 50,000 WSQK watts. Another, I'm sure, themed food and beverage kiosk. Super cool, man. I like this. Awesome. All right, let's head on over to Diagon Alley, and we have more trusts here. This is probably just general lighting for the event. There you go. Come on through. All right, heading into Diagon Alley. I call Harry Potter the Mickey Mouse of Universal Studios. I mean, a character that it defines the company. It's while Spielberg has, guys, you want another Spielberg story? He actually was picked first to direct Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. He developed a script, an early script, and eventually passed on the project and gave it to the original director of the first film with Daniel Radcliffe, Chris Columbus. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, we are now approaching another area traditionally at Halloween Horror Nights that is a scare zone, but I don't think it's one of the ones listed. It's called Club Horror, and there you go. It's small. You do have a little kiosk over here to purchase drinks and food and beverage, but there you have it. Pretty cool, huh? Again, nothing really that is crazy themed, but looks cool. Here's a closer look at the Club Horror kiosk, food and beverage. Awesome. A lot of nice big food and beverage kiosks, so that's nice. You're not gonna be hungry or thirsty, that's for sure. Here's another look at the Club Horror scare zone. Typically, if my guess is right, and this is a guess, they serve this area like for music, so like horror themed music. So there'll be whatever, you know, a clown, an evil clown playing a guitar. So look out for that. If you guys can see in the center of the screen, there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex crossing the street. There it is, crossing the street. Park has gotten a little more busier since I got in, so that's good. Guys, like I said, I don't like to see the parks completely empty. It's not good for business. It's not good for the people that work here because their shifts get cut. So I always like to see the parks at least a little bit busy. And thankfully, they closed this awful ride. And they're opening up a roller coaster at the front of the park. We're gonna pass by there because I do want to visit the Halloween Horror Night store or the Halloween themed store at the entrance of Islands of Adventure for this video. So I'm gonna give you an update on the new Fast and Furious coaster. But yeah, this ride was not good. Nobody liked this ride. It was typically a walk-on, but that new roller coaster looks epic. No pun intended. Okay, this makes me happy because I've been to Horror Nights where this wasn't a scare zone here in downtown New York, but now it is, which is awesome. It's called Welcome to Downtown Clowntown, baby. Downtown Clowntown. All right, we got Halloween Horror Night team members here. There we go, guys. Looking good, looking good. All right. So we're gonna walk in here. We're gonna see what they got. Got the music going, and let's go approach this first stage here. Here we have one of the stages. Unlike Sideshow of Decay, that has a similar theme of decay and rust and ruin, this stage is cool looking. It's not as heavily decorated, but still very effective. Simple and effective. Here's another look. There you go. Some people crossing here, but this is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good area to take like a selfie with the scare actor. Awesome. All right, here we got a Grand Carnival, Dr. Oddfellow. That's creepy. Oh, it's gonna be good. Scare actor's gonna come right out of here. Oh, see, right out of here. So beware. I like the rust. I like the the fact that it looks old and worn, very cool. Okay, here we go. Now we got another one here, midway of the bazaar. Another stage where we're gonna have scare actors and cool opportunities for selfies with them, or you can just run away. But hopefully they pop out of here and scare people, and so there you go. Awesome. Looks really cool. Just trying to dodge people here. There you go. There's another look at it. Awesome. Okay, for me right now, Sideshow Scare Zone is #1 right now. The first one we showed. Downtown Clowntown is probably #2. No, it is #2. And that's my top 2 scare zones right now. All right, here we have another food and beverage kiosk. Oddfellow's Menagerie. Here we have Oddfellow's Menagerie. Super cool. Very nice. Like it. There you go. And then here we have Jack's Circus Surplus. I wonder what the surplus is. Could it be some delicious arm or leg? Okay, here at the Einstein & Co., we typically have a Horror Night tribute store. Nothing open yet, but we do got some theming, which is cool. Here's a secret. I don't want to know that secret, but there you go. I'm sure we'll get something soon here. Tribute stores are always awesome. They have the best Halloween Horror Night merchandise, so if you don't know that, go to the tribute store. And now this is a really cool stage with Jack the Clown. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. I'm almost certain Dr. Oddfellow is gonna be here. And the cool part is that Jack's probably gonna be sitting right there, the actor, the scare actor. So that's awesome, man. Look at this stage. Let's go. If you guys don't think that Halloween Horror Nights takes lighting, look at all the lighting on that stage up on these buildings. Look at that. All up there. Crazy. Here's another look at Jack's stage, along with, I'm sure, Dr. Oddfellow. There you go. Here's a quick Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift coaster update. That looks like either the entry bay when you finish the ride. That's what that looks like. I might be wrong, but it's gonna be a heck of a coaster, you can just tell. Guys, here's another Downtown Clowntown, or Downtown Clown prop, or not prop, but decoration. So there you have it. Very cool. All right, coming up on more food and beverage kiosks. This one's called D-Tank. And over here is just a big scary red. Welcome to the show. I don't even know what this is, but it's big and scary and red. There you have it. Food and beverage kiosk. And then over here we got the D-Tank with like a werewolf in the back. Awesome. Guys, there's some more track of the new Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. I mean, look at that coaster. It's gonna be fun. Holy, that's a big boy. That is a big coaster. Okay, as most of us know, but meaning Halloween Horror Night veterans, again, another themed Fanta Halloween Horror Night kiosk, food and beverage, there you go. There's always a house back here. You'll see a bunch of switchback guardrails, you know, here to wait the line. Typically, in this area for Halloween Horror Nights, you'll have a main house. So I'm almost certain this is where Hellraiser is gonna go. I would have to check the map, but it's gonna be right around here. And there you have more track of Hollywood Drift. I'll get closer to that. But there you go. It's gonna be right back here. Of course, we have the big truss up. And I don't know, this year, I might be wrong, because with the construction of Hollywood Drift, maybe it'll stop them from opening up the houses back here. We'll see. Okay, coming up quickly, just so I can show you guys more of the track layout for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift coaster. It's got a lot of twists and turns, that's for sure. And I believe it's double track, right? From what I can see there, I think. Well, either way, gonna be a heck of a ride. Okay, guys, now we're coming up on the main scare zone, as Universal calls it, for Halloween Horror Nights. Infernal, just had the name here, apologize. Infernal Carnival of Nightmares. We're entering from the back. So we'll take a look at some of the props and displays. Evil Dead Burn. That's gonna be terrifying. Expect a lot of people to come out of the bottom of the floor. But there you guys go. Ooh-wee. Look at that thing. Evil Dead, lasting legacy of horror IP. Of course, here we have Ozzy Osbourne's house, which I am looking forward to. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. There you go. There's his symbol. Awesome. Here we have Sinners. The Sinners display, super cool. Great film. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's great. It was pretty good. So there you go. Okay, guys, here we have Hellraiser. Very cool. There you go. Of course, the classic 1980s hit, Hellraiser. Pinhead. Awesome. Look at that. Beautiful. Of course, we visited the Stranger Things locations earlier this year. I'll put the link in the video. I'll probably put it at I'll put it at the in the description. We went to Georgia and visited the filming location, so I'll put that in that video in the description. But there you go, Netflix's Stranger Things. Awesome. WQSK, the radio station from the show. Awesome. Get a little closer to it. Awesome. And of course, the iconic Halloween Horror Night 35 logo. 35 years of Halloween Horror Nights. Wow. Incredible how time passes. Awesome. Look at that. There we go. Let me go a little bit down. Awesome. Okay, guys, we're here in Five and Dime, checking out some of the new Halloween Horror Night merch. Here we have a general Halloween Horror Nights 35 t-shirt. There's the front of the shirt. Little plain, but the back is loaded up with all the haunted houses. We got Sinners, Stranger Things Season 5, Hellraiser. We got Jack and Oddfellow, the mascots, or not the mascots, the people representing Halloween Horror Nights. We got Evil Dead Burn. Nice. This is pretty cool. We got some of the old icons here. Art the Clown, Jack. So Hellraiser, Pinhead, Ozzy Osbourne. We got Sinners over here. Very cool. Guys, we're gonna do a quick swing through here. We got Stranger Things. Guys, the shirts, they run anywhere from $35 to $40. We got some new Stranger Things shirts here. That one's already been out for a little while. I like these Sinners shirts, pretty cool. Very nice. I love this one down here. I think it's the same one, but that one. Love this one too, very cool. We got some cups here, Sinners. Awesome. Okay, we got more stuff here, guys. We got Halloween Horror Nights Fortnite Nightmares, which is obviously based off the game Fortnite. We have a t-shirt for it. That's pretty cool. Again, $35, $40. And this shirt does glow in the dark. So there you have it. You know, I already have a Dr. Oddfellow and Jack t-shirt for this year's Horror Nights. I already bought it earlier this year when it first came out, but I might have to get this one, man. This is awesome. An Ozzy Osbourne Halloween Horror Night themed shirt. That's got to be somehow a limited edition because, you know, we're not going to see Ozzy Osbourne in Halloween Horror Nights probably for a long time. You know, obviously he passed away this year. Rest in peace. But that's an awesome t-shirt. I think Ozzy would have loved it. Here we have a Halloween Horror Nights Hellraiser shirt. And you guys know I do collect movie t-shirts. There you go. I'll show you my collection one day, but there you have it. Get over here there better. $35. We got a Hellraiser ornament for Halloween Horror Nights here. That's pretty cool, man. I'm gonna have to bring me at least $100 for merchandise. Hopefully I can afford it. There you go. Guys, here we have some more Infernal Carnival of Nightmare themed merch. Awesome. I mean, once the gentleman moves there, I'll take a look at it. Here we have some cups for Infernal Nightmares for $28.99. Some mugs. There you have. There you go. It's wrapped in plastic, so it might be hard for you guys to see. But there you have Jack the Clown. You got some of the old icons there. The director. Wow, the director. That's 03, right? 03? Is it? Wow. Awesome. Look at that. Oh man, though. Is that the Wishmaster? Oh my God. Look at that. Awesome. Good luck, brother. Yep. All right, we got some killer clowns here. There you go, guys. I like this shirt a lot. Wow. Man, they got all the good stuff out. They got a nice book back here, a lounge fly, some stickers and magnets down here. Got Art the Clown over here. All right, some more Killers of the Clowns, Outer Space. There you go. Awesome. All right, here we have the Infernal Carnival. All right, here we have the Infernal Carnival merch. We have the shirt here. Let me see if I can get you a good shot of it. Boom, there it is. There's the Infernal Carnival, which is the primary scare zone for Halloween Horror Nights 35. It's at the entrance of the park, so that's awesome. Really like this mug here. Mugs are usually 20. Yep, 20 bucks. There you go. Art the Clown. I loved this guy right here. Great year with him. Awesome. There you got Dr. Oddfellow. Super cool. Here's some other knickknacks from Infernal Carnival of Nightmares. You got some lights you can wear around your neck. This is a cool magnet for the refrigerator. Here you go. There you go. Awesome. Okay, guys. That's pretty much it as far as Scare Zone goes. General updates for Halloween Horror Nights and new merchandise. I am really exhausted. Had a long day at work. Then I'm out here vlogging, so gonna go ahead and go home. I know I said that I was gonna go to Islands of Adventure. I was there a couple days ago, or maybe a week or two ago, and it's just general merchandise that I already showed you here in 5 and dime, so no real reason to go over there. But I'll be sure to look out the next time I do go to Islands of Adventure, and if in that little Halloween store they've added something, then I'll definitely I'll update you. Breaking my rule here of walking and having the camera facing front, so let me stop. But guys, thank you for watching. It's officially haunt season. Not on my channel yet. That's coming up. That's coming up, and like I said, it's gonna be before September 1st. I don't know, maybe I'll leave it for September 1st. I don't know, we'll see. But overall, really fun time today here at Universal Studios. Got to see all the cool scare zones and merchandise, and I'm just excited now for Halloween Horror Nights to start. If you don't know, Halloween is my favorite holiday. Christmas is next, and I like Thanksgiving too. Either way, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Join the Into the Danny family. And remember, the vlog is never over.